Good morning. Welcome back to the Ahn Rho Project. Sorry for the delay and the shakiness. We've had a little bit of technical difficulty due to an update on the app that I'm using right now to do my live streams. But needless to say, time is short. We have 2 live streams today, and I'm going to get into the camera so that we can start covering it. But largely it's food and groceries. So why don't we start here with today's first stream. Okay, so welcome back to the Ahn Rho Project. This is, wardrobe malfunction. This is the first of 2 live streams for today, continuing off of the month-long recovery that I'm trying to pick up. It's going to take a long time to recover, probably at least a month and a half going forward, realizing how much I have to cover, but we're just starting with the basics. So the Ahn Rho Project, I'm not going to do introduction today because I'm short on time, but needless to say, what we're covering today is groceries and food, like you see all here. A lot of it is snacks. What you see is what you get. Take a look in the title, take a look at the photographs, take a look at what we have on stream, and we're just going to do sort of like a review sort of thing, and talk about the pricing, the purchases, how much they cost, why I purchased it, and largely what I should not have purchased. So let's just run through everything. Of course, the Ahn Rho Project right now is broadcasting on Facebook Live, on YouTube, Twitch, wherever you're from, welcome, or wherever you're from in the other sense around the world, since some of my platforms even go to like Korea. So 안녕하세요 or bonjour or whatever, wherever you're from, hey and welcome. So let's just get started. What do we have to cover today in terms of the first live stream is just physical flush. I'm clearing all the garbage and waste that I've accumulated from last weekend, and this is from Food Basics. The next live stream will be covering Metro groceries, so Metro supermarket groceries, and that will be a digital flush, so I'll be clearing all the photographs there. So the first live stream here, why don't we get started? I have to say there is something here. Let's just continue. So there's something here that's actually, I believe, from Dollarama. At least 2 items here from Dollarama. So one, we have this cracker, D Gourmet crackers. Typically I buy these. I can show the nutritional facts at the back right here. Comes with a lot of packaging waste, because if I show you and I open it up, there's a lot of these small little packages on the inside. Needless to say, I like the way they taste because they're very very savory, and they're very crispy, and it's a light snack, so it's only about 180 grams. And if you take a look at the back here, really it's about 12 packages in total. So it's something that, whenever I find myself under starting to binge eat or stress eat, and that's one of those topics I have to cover on stream, as one of the things that I'm trying to resolve as a part of the Ahn Rho Project relating to my health. So more really some disorderly habits, some really bad habits I've picked up on. So stress eating, binge eating. I try to eat this instead of something like this. So we're going to move on to the next item here, and we have these Hershey's cookies and cream chocolate bars. This is something that I bought for food sample, so it wasn't intended for, but I ended up binge eating it anyways. And so it's obviously better if I end up eating something like this. It has very low amount of anything really. It's just a way for me to keep my mouth moving. It's that habit, when you binge eat or stress eat. That's essentially what it is. It's like a reward stimulus, physiologically speaking, for you to, I guess, relieve stress. But really all you want is the movement and something in your mouth. It doesn't have to taste good. So if anything, binge eating on that is certainly better than this, which is chocolate. And obviously lots of saturated fat, lots of sugar. Not going to deep dive too much into that. I'm going to show the wrapper here, I suppose. But yeah, that's about that. I guess this can be recycled. So of course this stream is also about waste, right? So we're going to have to put all of this together later on in the stream. We also have some more snack foods here, so I'm going to show them to camera. This is Indian or Sri Lankan food, if you like, right here. Bigaram Shandal Aro and chana dal. Basically, this is chickpeas. This is spicy chickpeas. Over here is some sort of more chickpea flour type snacks, and yeah, not healthy at all, but they're very well seasoned, savory, spicy foods, savory, sweet, and spicy all together. A nice mix. I've returned to the back here. There's some stuff on the tradition of the company, but also, of course, they have the nutritional facts, and typically these things are very high in saturated fat and sodium, so again, not the most healthy thing to eat. Binge eating streak. I didn't actually just buy those for binge eating. I also wanted to test them out. I've never tried either of these brands or their flavors. So that's that. Another item here we have, this one was for just the potassium. I bought this canister mostly for the 1,000 milligrams of potassium. Of course, it also came with 23 grams of sugar, so that's not great, but it's coconut water. So that's something that I brought to work. I'll put that in here, and we're gonna again clean this up later on. Moving quickly, because again, short on time, we have this Surati Food Mart Chocolate Murku. It's another Indian snack food. Like I said, just a lot of snack foods, high on saturated fats and so on and so forth. This is 250 grams. I bought this many times before, so I can just breeze past this. Alright, so that's about 6 items so far. We have this thing here. Okay, so I noticed that there's this plastic bag. I forgot to cover in a previous stream when I was covering Metro groceries on a previous stream, but I've obviously taken an extra bag for the bananas that I bought. So just ripe, not ripe, just raw greenish bananas, and I've used that here just to store them all when I bring it to work. So that's more garbage, I suppose, I missed out on. I'm going to put this back in here. Again, we're going to deal with the logistics of this later on. We have some more stuff from bananas here, but this time it's really from Food Basics. 2 greenish bags. You can compare the clear white one from Metro compared to the clear green one from Food Basics. It even says here, contains 30% recyclable material, and so there's 2 of them, and I can use these. Now moving on to some slightly healthier things, I guess. We have to cover the pie, right? That's exactly what's in the title. We have the bread here. So there's the stuff in the photograph. Like I said, what you see is what you get. We have a photograph of bread here that I've never purchased before in my life. It says a Bavarian multigrain sourdough bread. So that's interesting. Bavarian, I've never tried Bavarian bread before. Sourdough bread, Rudolph, since 1951. This one I'm really interested. I'm surprised, I'm disappointed actually that I didn't put this in the name of the title, because that would make for one hell of an interesting thing. I wanted to, I guess, explore different cultures of foods, and so if I put Bavarian bread in the title, that's something that I can definitely save. It will definitely capture my attention when I'm editing the live stream, and then I can save it on record, and I'll know that there was a time when I tried something like this. But needless to say, I'll just put it into my Excel spreadsheet. I bought this mostly again for the health, the fiber. It's got some potassium, omega-3, all that stuff because of flaxseed, so that's great. Putting it down, I have to put this in the fridge. We get to the apple pie here. It's not the last item. There's actually 2 pies. You see in the title, there's one for apples and one for strawberry. So this apple caramel pie, and the strawberry pie, which I also finished. I split half and half. Half the pie I gave to my caregivers because I want to give as like a gift, because I figured, you know, it was $2 for about 500 grams, which is insane. That's a crazy deal. That's a real steal. So I bought 2 of them for $2 each, and you know, this one has a lot less sugar, so that's great. The apple caramel has only 11 grams. The strawberry one, like I said, you see in the title, there's a strawberry pie too. That one is thrown away, had a lot more sugar, I believe 18 grams per 1/5. But needless to say, they were both great. Comparatively, you know, most pies actually have a lot more sugar, but this is actually quite low, and that's good. Although it's high on saturated fat, whatever. put it onto the side. It was just cheap on sale. That's great. I wanted to share it with my caregivers. And finally, we have the last item today, again from Dollarama, is just some paper napkins. I'm trying to stave off using things from my caregivers. I've been trying to completely resort on my own independent means, but over the stress eating, binge eating streaks, sometimes I end up using their stuff. So I've just bought this whole package of napkins that I am using to, I guess, a form of debt to give back to them. What happened is that obviously I just ended up using their paper napkins. Unfortunately, I didn't put gift or debt in the title. I should have noticed that. Anyways, this is Swan luncheon napkins, so that's that. Dollarama, very cheap. So with that being said, let's just sort out the waste here and sort out the things we'll keep. So definitely we're keeping the napkins. The bread has to go in the freezer. The bread in the fridge. The bags have to keep. So that's all I'm keeping. The rest here is garbage, so let's sort it out here so it's readily, I guess, recycled. What can we do? The best thing we can sort out is, I suppose, the food packaging, which is a real mess, and it's going to be loud and noisy. So it's going to be real loud and noisy, forgive me. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Yeah, very noisy kind of stuff to be doing in the morning. But what can you do, right? Again, all of this also is junk, so I'm going to put it all together. And, Alright, so this is recyclable. Take that out. Put this stuff in here. Okay, that was a lot of noise. Oh geez. Okay, this is unfortunately the pie kind of spilled out, so this box can't be recycled. It's got too much food content. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to stuff this inside the pie box. Okay. So none of this can be recycled because it's too dirty. I'm just going to stuff it inside. Okay. And what I'm going to do is place the entire bag of this stuff inside here, because it's obviously got a lot of crumbs. Okay, so that's all garbage. As for this and this is recyclable material, as is this. What I'm going to do is just for logistics stakes, just for convenience, I'm going to put them in here for now. This is all recyclable stuff I'll put together, and this is all garbage. So with that being said, I'll just put it inside for now, and then I'll separate it when I go to work. Okay, so this is for keeps, this is for recyclables, and the bottom here is for garbage. And that's all we have on stream today for the first live stream. The second live stream, we're going to do a digital flush, like I said. So bear with me while I clean up all this. Hopefully in about 5 to 10 minutes, I'll be able to punch out the second live stream. There's no guarantees I'll be able to do that because I'm running short on time. But with that being said, I'll catch you on the next live stream, if at all. Otherwise, a take-home message, you can just take a look at my previous live streams. It's all about just taking care of your health, yourself, your finance, the people you care for, making sure that you're a strong, responsible, disciplined individual, or becoming that. So hopefully I'll see you in the next live stream. If not, this is Ahn Rho signing out. Ciao and take care.